What up? Back on the scene like a dolphin. Hope everybody's having a good Friday or had a good Friday. Um, I just wanted to tell a quick story about my dad. My last story I had said, I had told you guys how he didn't get it, he wasn't cool with the blacks and whatever, and just because he had brain surgeries or whatnot. So he had brain surgeries and he'd been shot by them, stabbed by them, jumped by them, and so on. So the story I'm gonna get into right now, it was a time where it was like tax season, right? And he had went to the liquor store. He used to stay out in San Bernardino with his baby's mom, and he used to, it was tax season. When they were gonna go eat pizza and get their drink on, whatever. So he went by the liquor store where there was a lot of tintos right there. There was a field, a group of tintos used to be right next door, drinking or whatever. So this one time he goes and gets he goes to the liquor store and go gets most people when they see a group of tintos, they're gonna be scared. They're gonna turn around or like cross to the other side or whatever. So he used to stay on San Bernardino, and you know how San Bernardino is, right? So if you're familiar with the area, you know what's up. So he kept walking. He didn't pay on no mind or whatever. Went in the store, I got his shit, right? So he comes out, but these tintos, they end up following him, because it was tax season and he had his when you got money, you get your little outfit, whatever, your 501s, your Nikes, and so on. So and they noticed that he was like high signing, I guess you could call it. He gets so they get wide eyed. I've told you about that before. Where your eyes pop out of your sockets. So they follow him out of the store, or whatever. They end up jumping him, taking him for everything he got. They bust him up pretty bad. They stomp him out, whatever. And they stomp him out, whatever. Or they leave him looking, not to sound fucked up or nothing, but they leave him looking like the elephant man, even worse than that, because he ended up missing. Nobody knew what happened to him, his baby's mom at the time, she like said to my grandma, she told my grandma that she hadn't seen him, that he said he was going to the store, and you know how Hannah's gay when you say you go to the store and shit, you don't come back, they get suspicious or whatever, think you're messing around with another Hannah. Plus he had a feather and all that, and there was times, he used to work, so there would be times where he would be, once the money is gone, he's gone. She wasn't having him around. She was those type of highness. So whatever, or guilty conscience, I guess you could call it. So anyways, yeah, she thought he was messing around with another hyena, and my grandma, she even thought the same thing too, because he wasn't around, so nobody heard from him or whatever. So whatever ended up happening, he got jumped. Like I said, he got jumped by these fools. They stripped him for everything he had. Took his fatty out, his beer. They left him naked. And so he ended up in the hospital as a John Doe. And what had ended up happening is my grandma, she went to go identify him, but she, because nobody knew what happened to him, but she couldn't recognize him because, he was so busted up or whatever, he was unrecognizable. His face was all swollen and all that. The thing that helped him, she was about to leave, the only thing that helped him is that she noticed the tattoo on his wrist. He has my sister's name on his wrist. So that's how they identified him right there. So that's one of the reasons why ended up getting messed up in the head one time because they had to put him a metal plate in his head, you know. He had stitches all the way down the side of his head, you know. So that's the reason why he didn't care for black people from that incident. There's been others where he's been shot, stabbed, you know. A lot of. Here's another time where he was helping my aunt move, and he got shot in the ass by some tintos or whatever. So you know, those are the reason why he didn't care for them, you know. And he used to use the N word in a derogatory term, not the way the youngsters do it nowadays. He wasn't an aggressive guy or anything, you know. He was from the hood or whatever, but he was never aggressive. He was just laid back and cool. But when you piss him off, like anybody, you know, they could only take so much. So that's what made him have those type of feelings towards those people. So yeah, that's just like a quick little story. I thought I would just let you guys know. To the next one, I'm out.